We have a banner up or something?
Not at the moment.
Gotta have 12 people to start one.
It's not that far of a run, so I don't think we're going to be...
Take the guild hall portal to Kata and then just go down to the floor and you should be able to click in.
Easiest raid to get to ever.
Better than running to Ashengate.
I'll drink to that.
Banners down
Thank you.
in the instance.
No, it's in Kata.
Weird.
I see one in.
Trying to go there.
I see one outside here by the big yellow globe.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
It's got a boosh.
Now it's in the instance.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
Very
frightening.
frightening.
Me.
And no singing.
Galileo.
Galileo Figaro.
Oh, let me go.
Look what you started.
Just
will not
kill
let you
me
go.
now.
Oh, you people. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Lizard Stream.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you in the South, but we've had enough rain today to last for the next 3 months.
Sounds like our
We'll take some
July.
of the northwest.
No, I'm in SoCal. We need more rain.
We'll take all the rain you can get.
Yep.
Central Cal, we're dying over here.
I'll drink to that. Even
maybe
though
that's why there's no.
even though I'm rarely at home, well, current home in California, it's still rather dry over there, and I would certainly love to actually get some rain.
It's okay, the fires take away the dry heat.
Yes, that's the way it works.
He's not wrong.
That's true. No Greek castle or whatever that was. This one, I just have a odd yellow designs on the wall. It is what it is. Strange yellow designs. It's definitely a word.
We got
I don't
enough
know if
here.
fancy
Should we
is
start
the
pulling
word.
trash towards the second event?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start bringing them in. Good call, good call. Let's just go ahead and get shrunk, but please, once you're in, watch your groups.
Ash
There are
needs a
some
cure,
AEs.
please.
I have this little message that says you cannot use this yet. What does that mean?
You can't use it yet.
That means you can't use it.
Ash needs a
Are
cure.
you in the
please.
DZ?
Ah,
Let me know if you're not in DZ.
Sorry, didn't have RGC.
Coming.
I see.
Thank you.
Clandestine is not in the DZ.
yes, I need a task guide, please.
I'm in the DZ and it's still telling me I can't use it.
Same with me.
Oh boy.
Take the go banner.
In fact, it's telling me I'm on cooldown.
There
for
goes.
2 days. Oh,
I
now
just
it's letting me-
got in as well.
There we go.
Yeah, so did I. I don't know why it was doing that to everybody. It put me on cooldown, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
Curing
Senrio.
Interessante.
That's funny. Everybody looks like little gnomes beating on a big giant.
We so little, except for those couple of people who are not little, who should be little.
Curing Senrio.
We get an MA, please.
I'm not used to shrinking that. No, I am doing it now. Sorry.
That's my normal height, and I'm just barely taller than you guys.
Curing Senrio.
For those of you not quite familiar with the zone, the gargoyle illusion means that person has a death touch dot on them, and if it ticks down, they will die. So that means they need a single cast of Remove Greater Curse in order to survive. That'll remove the gargoyle illusion and hopefully allow them to live.
All right. Remove Greater Curse. Now load it.
That's something that we experienced for quite a while in Demiplane, but the lore on this is basically Mayong Mismore and or Demiplane is invading the realm of light, Solteris, and here we go. And that's why some of the effects and mobs from Demiplane and those areas are over here.
I thought they just didn't want to come up with new models.
That's more likely, but the lore at least.
It's cheaper to make lore than to make models.
I'll drink to that.
Which is why also a lot of games go to PvP, because it's easier to have players fight each other than to develop actual content.
Yep.
That and the earning rate in PvP is far higher from a monetization standpoint. PvE makes a lot less money.
I thought I was dying. There's still time.
If you do have the curse, don't move around a lot, in case they were standing right next to you and trying to click on you.
If we need an unflagged to sit out, I'm happy to have Ninmit do so.
Ash could use a heal, please.
Curing.
Thank you.
Mr. Heal, were you unable to click the globe?
I'm not. I don't even know if I'm in the right spot.
You can go back to the guild hall, take the guild banner.
Okay.
If it doesn't let you zone in, I'll give you Ninmit's spot. I simply haven't taken the time on my seemingly very short weekends to flag Ninmit.
Couldn't you do that while you're on the plane?
Oh, I'm sure I could. That would be a thing.
Hey, that would interfere with his vodka drinking. Hello.
If you buy like 3 seats, there'd be enough room to put all the computers there.
Oh yes, and airplane Wi-Fi at $17 an hour per computer.
Let us know when you get to the problem.
Don't you get reimbursed for that?
Something tells me I'm not going to get reimbursed for that one.
It's a good thing you make good money then, huh?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you just need to get a fourth computer set up so that you could actually have work on it and claim you bought the Wi-Fi for work.
Yeah.
You mean you don't have your own plane yet?
Crab needs res. Never mind, my other gun.
We're close to being able to move to the pillars, just making sure there's not going to be any mobs wandering.
Excellent.
pack.
Thank you for double checking. Taking it from behind is not the way we want to go.
That's not what she said.
I bet Ferga would differ with you.
I ain't Ferga.
I don't know, somebody was saying from your Twitch streams, you sure do look like you got a pretty mouth.
Well, everybody's got a kink. Fortunately, not everybody's got a drink, and that's this guy. No alcohol currently in the room. No drink of any kind in here.
Wait, are
Sounds
we
like a
going to be
life
able
and
to
death
raid
situation.
successfully tonight?
Oh, I drank with dinner. We'll be all right. It'll be difficult. but-
Ash is gonna need a cure when he gets to the raid.
I'm on my way to you.
I think I lost the gargoyle though.
Nope, it's a
On its
gun.
way.
There he is.
Nice.
Does Ash not have the RGC song?
I just don't have it up. I'm not a great bard. I'm an okay bard.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Sometimes he's just a buff.
You make a hell of a mage, though, buddy.
I agree. I do. Thank you.
The Nickelback of bards.
Ooh.
Nickel bard.
I'm afraid to
I
ask
think
what
he's
that
got
makes
a new
me.
nickname,
Wow,
Nickelback.
that was hurtful.
I mean, it actually isn't because, in all fairness, like, have you seen Ash's DPS compared to the other bards? It's pretty bad.
That's why I sent you that text or that message with what I said.
Yeah, I know.
I believe we are ready to move. You didn't see anything else, Shadow?
One more.
We can move and kill it there.
Yeah, we can start moving. It might hit us from the right side. It's at the base of the ramp up to Sister's event.
Moving east, moving east. Headed to those 2 statues. If we get aggro of anything, we'll pull it to the 2 statues. Please don't move up any further than the 2 statues.
I might have found bare feet, but I'm waiting on a response back first.
Running in mid over. With a vehicle. No.
So we did this Sunday night. What did we do wrong? Because I was a little bit tired.
We died.
That's alright. I'll go over all the details in just a moment.
We didn't handle the ads.
Technically, we didn't handle anything. Just the first guy.
But first, my question is, Mr. Heel, were you able to come in?
I'm just zoning into the guild hall. I had a wife aggro.
No problem, man. No problem. Not trying to be a Russian, but if it gives you any issues, let me know. I'll drop my unflagged box cleric, and you'll be able to enter.
Okay.
Nenma can sure act like his own person sometimes, but others, not necessarily.
I just got a quick question for the second boss, whatever the hell it is, because I don't
Bring it.
remember.
A process.
Where are you placing the tanks / healers? Because after I raid, a lot of stuff started coming back to me.
No problem. So, if we keep him at the... Looking at your map, you see where Urfloxus is marked right in the middle of the doorways?
Yes.
I'd like to put a process more towards the northeast side of that, right at that corner.
So you can follow, if you want to follow me up, come over this way. To the left.
Go ahead.
Will you put them in one of these two corners?
Ah.
And you stack your healers over this way or behind over here. That avoids the line of sight for the silence and gets them out of the range for it too. I think you put them behind this one or something like that, or this
I
other
like
cubby
that.
here.
I was about to say that too. Sorry,
But you can't go too much further out than that. That's why you have to pick that first corner, or you run out of the event area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's range issues.
I'm thinking put him here in this corner. Even though this is a corner that you could push up, we can always pull him back down.
Oh, yeah, maybe. So, but either way, you put
Yeah, we
your
can
tank
always pull
there.
him back down, and then we put the people over here.
Put your designated tank healers over here.
Yep.
In that area, and then everybody else kind of, specific people on DPS on him, specific people in the middle picking up the ads.
I think that's a good way to go. I like it. So
we have enough
I'm here.
casters. We have enough casters that we could always potentially try the couple tanks, pick them up, and we AE them all down.
So here's the dealio. We have two named here on this event. If we beat them both, we win. The first named is called Urfloxus. The second one is called Aprosis. The Aprosis is currently up but does not activate until the first one dies, and then immediately charges the raid, picking a random person. We'll bring him in. Urfloxus, the orc up there, is perma-rooted, and he does a couple of semi-nasty effects, but it's really nothing that horrible. However, as soon as we aggro him, it starts a continuous, nearly 2-minute timer. It's about a minute and 50 seconds, but I'm going to say 2-minute timer. At the end of that 2-minute timer, give or take a couple of ticks, we end up getting 10 ads. These ads do not have much hit points, and we're going to kill them as they spawn. Yes, I know it's going to take a little bit of additional oomph in order to make that work, and it's probably going to get us a couple of extra spawns, but handling the ads is truly the most difficult part of the event. So anytime we get ads spawning, which is going to be from the time that Urfloxus is aggroed until Aprosis is at 73%, from that time to that time, we are going to get ads. We will also get a round of ads at approximately 40% on a process and approximately 10%. In order to make things slightly easier, we are not going to... Well, if they really have that little hit points, I'm thinking perhaps AEs will be the best way to go. If we
I
can
looked
looking
at
at
the
the parse. And
90,
that
80 to
doesn't look
90k.
like-
80 to 90k is what they have.
Yeah, if we can get some tanks to halt aggro, we can unleash some beams.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. So, what I'm thinking the best way to go, since the first, possibly the second round of ads is going to be while we're dealing with Earthloxus, and that is a perma-rooted mob, meaning we're going to have to probably handle all of the ads. Alright, so we are going to handle the ads at the mouth of the doorway on the north side. So in looking at the door or looking at your map, either way, you're going to see where Earthloxus currently is, and you're going to see that opening to the north area just on the other side of him, where his back is facing currently. We're going to pull all of the ads to that location. We're going to, let me see how many we got here. Oh yeah, we got enough
6 knights and 6 tanks.
What we're going to do is use the warrior fortitude method to handle those. We're going to bring them in. Warriors will, at call, AE taunt, use vortex blade and fortitude, and the raid will AE burn them down. Use your beams, use your hail of arrows, use your rain, whatever that might be to damage those mobs. They're all going to be focused in one area. The idea is to concentrate every one of those mobs at that one point and hold them all together. If you see a mob loose, bring it in and pull it to that area, taunt it and tank it if you can. They don't hit horribly hard, but they do hit like Frostgrip trash mobs, so keep that in mind. If you have dots, I would advise keeping dots on the named, keeping those going, and send your pets towards the ads. Speaking more towards the necro, possibly even maybe druid side of things, but mostly for our 37 necros we have.
I would prefer druids to focus on healing,
Yeah.
please.
So
we're gonna need it.
Yeah. As for the second part, when a process is active, since he is able to be moved, first of all, please be careful as we're moving. I want to show you an area. I am currently moving north. Please come join me north. You should see a lizard man by this broken rock area piece thing. If you move up towards the mob and aggro him, that will be bad.
Don't aggro the mob.
From this broken rock looking like thing, as I move up just past, you're going to see a Skyfall jumping up and down over in a corner. That is the corner that we're going to put a process. That is the second named. This area where you see a skeletal lizard man, you're going to we're going to put priests that are going to be healing the tank in this general area. Range DPS, or anybody who can be at range, I would advise remaining over by this broken piece back over here in this general area. This will keep you hopefully far enough from the named, and hopefully keeping you from getting hit.
Well, I can hit Skyfall from here with a heal.
The further back you can stand and still be effective, the better off you're going to be.
Right now, Olgar, I'm as far back as I can get.
The only thing to remember is when we are pushing
Yep.
that mob into that corner, we need to not push him up the wall, and if we do, we'll need to pull him back down.
So, Lizard, from what I remember, so basically, if it's a class that can't AE, they stay on him.
Hopefully that's going to work. I'm a skeptical lizard.
As long as you got everybody that can AE out, AE in the ads, and then everybody else sits back here and dwindles him down to 70% when then he stops spawning ads, and then everybody else joins.
That sounds about right. So, ads on this event are going to be our priority. When the ads pop, everybody except for the main tank is going to, and of course the priests. And I say priest because cleric, druid, and shaman are healers on this. All three of you. Everybody else, other than whoever is tanking the named, anytime there are ads, you're going to move over where you need to and kill those ads. If things go really well, the tank on the ads is not going to need much healing. But I'm going to advise simply heal your group, warriors, as you are using fortitude, and we're going to have a list in just a moment. Keep in mind that's frontal only. I know you all know that, but keep the mobs in front of you. Use your fortitude, and you should be just fine.
Say for this, the first dude, Lizard, you can literally stack the corner, or the clerics, the healers, in the corner that we're going to put a process in.
I'm good with that.
Not only does that keep them out of line of sight for everything else, but it also keeps where the ads don't get to them right away.
That's probably a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and move Ninmit to that corner right now. If any healer wishes to join me, you are welcome to do so. If you wish to join Ninmit in a corner.
Actually, I mean, you're talking, what, 10 feet difference between that corner and the corner where you want them actually at? So you could probably still do that too.
Sounds good. So, that being said, the only downside to that is you might not be able to use your group heal. That will probably be out of range for those who are in the hallway. It's kind of a give and take sort of thing. Personally, I'm going to have Ninmit with me in the hall. That's a choice I am choosing to make as a tank with a box cleric. Obviously, I'm not moving him there right now, but that's what we're going to do. And Senrio, I think that's a good idea. We will get our deeps, getting him down as quick as we can, because the quicker we can get him dead and then the second named of Roses to 70%, the better off we are.
Yeah, the goal on this one is to basically burn this first dude down before it ever spawns ads. That is the actual goal for this event.
Correct. All right. That being said, let me get a warrior rotation.
We'll have 110 seconds until the first wave of ads. So everybody should be doing crazy DPS for that first minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah, nobody else should really be taking any damage except for the tank tanking the boss. You know, theoretically.
So, Fortitude, Lizard's going to be up first. Tanking, Gerp is going to be up first.
Got it.
If anybody F's up, or we don't quite have it down right, Itkovian, Budsweiser, Grandpappy, Vulair, Quev, and my drinking partner. I'm going to ask your assistance in getting these mobs corralled.
I have a question. We were going
Right.
to originally pull them on the other side, but now that we have the clerics over here, do we want to try to pull them like around and to the left of that doorway or something?
Define him.
The main.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're just going to pull him through the doorway and right around here into this corner.
Cool. Yeah, because the other way we had set up already was on the other side of him north.
Yeah.
That seems awful.
We'll just, if you're staying in this corner, you literally can stay in this corner where the clerics are the entire fight if you're a priest. You can. You don't have to, but you can. Alright, anything else before we get this party started?
Yes, we need more enchanters.
Also, as a reminder, first mob is perma-rooted. We are not pulling the first mob as we can't because it's perma-rooted. This will be an excellent time on this first burn to use silent casting. Hell, it might not even be a horrible idea to even use intensity. It's not a heal-intensive fight if things go well, so I don't think there's a need for steadfast servants. Anything else before we get this started?
3 nukes, so nobody gets banished.
If you have the ability to cast fire, magic, or ice nukes, have each of them loaded. When we get the emote, we'll call it out. Use those nukes. As long as everybody that can use that kind of nuke does, we shouldn't have anybody banished.
Does it matter what level?
I would think it has
Current
to be
content.
Content, yeah.
Yeah, but we've
What?
got 3 wizards failing all else, so.
Is it damage done or just type of spell?
Type of spell.
It's the type of spell. Magic, fire, or ice.
So
The emote will
stuns,
tell us which
community
one we have to
magic?
cast.
As long as it has a damage component, it will function.
Rangers do fire and ice in one, so that helps.
Cool.
Alright, if there's nothing else, Gerp, are you ready to tank your Fluxus?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Wolfguard, you're going to be backing him up if something goes wrong.
Ready?
I will take the first Fortitude. We have an Empowered Banner set. I think that's the last one that I have on me. Let's do this, friends. Gerp, the show is yours. Lead us in.
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Move. Give him a moment.
Let him build aggro.
And also heal him. Kill it. Burn it down. Open it up, friends. Let's see what you got. Yeah, getting kicked out of the zone. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up on chat. Getting kicked out of the zone is always a pain in the butt on this fight. And yeah, first person is kind of my thing. Lannies, thank you very much for the good luck. It's not the same without you.
Oh, faint that.
So glad you're here. Were we able to get a timer?
I didn't start one.
I forgot.
No,
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No worries.
Got a little over a minute.
Very good. Let's see if we can make this
Drummer
food
down.
dead. I'll get a res out to Drummer right now.
We're 102 seconds in.
Incoming.
Heads up.
They start beaming them.
Make the ads
Halfway
dead.
down.
Make the ads dead.
Quave is down.
Kill those ads. Lizardman is dead. We need to get the ads down. 3 left.
I got summoned
2
somewhere.
left. 1 more.
I'm
I
bringing
don't
it
know where.
in. We
He's
got-
around the corner.
Yeah, we got ported over. I don't know how.
I don't know. Bring it on back.
Keep trying to drag him at Kovian.
He's getting summoned.
Everybody move out. Everybody move out. Aprosis is coming in. Move out. Grip, you good or is Wolf taking it?
I'm good.
Alright, pulling.
He's on a Kovian. Second set of ads up.
Kiting.
There's a mat coming in.
Kiting. Kill the ads. I'm kiting.
Let me get the boss in here.
We still don't have the boss.
I'm targeting the boss or the ads still.
Cold.
Kill the ads.
Ice
Kill the
on the
ads.
boss. Ice on the boss.
Pims is down.
Not enough
Divine
gold.
res on Vims.
I'm supposed to still kite these guys out here?
Do anything it takes to get the mobs dead and or occupied.
Grip down.
Need another
Dirk
time.
went
Picking
down.
it up.
Dirk goes down.
I'm blinded, but I'm picking it up.
Kovian's
Do
down.
it.
We need an assist on the ads.
That's what I was asking.
Dummy, you can set me.
One more ad after this. Very good.
It's outside, or it's inside the wall. Somebody's gonna need to pull it in. It's on Finn's order.
Fire.
Blaze.
More heals on Wolfgar, please.
New
More
ads.
ads going.
That would be
Purple.
me.
Come on back when you can.
more
I got
ads.
a banner set. More ads. We need to get them picked up. Let's burn down these ads.
Some ads on the healers.
They're immune to stun.
Good to know.
These ads are on the healers.
Wolfgar
Cold on fire, or cold on the named.
Need a tank on the boss.
Grip's tanking, but I don't have any buffs.
Skyfall is looted.
Grip dead.
Taking it on Dirk and Fort.
Hefe's down.
Hefe dead.
Dirk will need some buffs. Never mind.
God, they're killing y'all so fast I can't get a heal off.
I got him.
Yeah, we didn't have any buffs, so went through quick.
Heals go to Pummel.
Let's get that DPS down. Get them down to 70.
If we get more ads, kite them. We need ads kited. Do we have anybody who can go kite those ads while we take name to 70?
Dragon's Grass.
Anybody kite ads? Talk to me.
I'm gonna run out there when I get unblind.
The ads are here. Yeah, these ads are coming straight for the healers.
Marley's down.
Almost got it if we keep him alive.
Down.
Shadows down.
Marley, don't take that res if you got it.
I haven't got it yet.
We're wiping.
Oh,
We're wiping.
yes.
Wipe it. Wipe
It didn't take them.
If you
Wipe
can
it.
get to the side, jump.
Named 81%. Wipe it.
I burned through all my AAs trying to keep everybody up on that.
It was a good run. It was a good run. The overall strategy did not work. We'll need to make some changes next round, which is what we're going to do. I do think we have still a good chance of being successful, but we're going to need to handle the ads and or the DPS on the named slightly differently.
What'd you guys do this round?
Let me know when it's reset.
Tried to AE the ads down.
There were a number of things that didn't quite work out. We ended up getting a process to 81% before calling a wipe.
We did get further, though.
In a few moments, it's going to be, well, if people don't keep zoning in or running back, it will reset, and we'll be able to banner back and get everybody rezzed up. In the meantime, holding here, sit tight and wait for it to reset. We will let you know when it's safe.
Yeah, that's a long summon range.
It is nearly line of sight.
It felt like that gargoyle that was summoning was rooted somehow. It was very weird. It was like way
There
down.
was a pet on it.
Yeah, I saw a little scale pup or something the last time I got summoned.
Beast Lord pet.
It is a caster mob, so it's going to stand there and summon you to it more often than not.
Gotcha.
Nothing to worry about, though. We'll make some adjustments and stand an even better chance of succeeding at it next time.
It may be quicker to actually just single target the mobs down.
Just assist and plow through them.
A little less chaotic that way too.
What I'm thinking would be a better way to go, because the mobs don't hit horribly difficult. Just have everybody switch over. We have enough tanks for everybody to pick up 1 to 2. We will use the tank and spank method. Just pick them up as we're going, while leaving, at least during the Aprosis part, leaving a few people on Aprosis to continue on the DPS. That way, even if we're focusing our entire time on killing ads, which was what we were doing at the end, we'll still end up eventually getting them all dead and him not spawning more.
It reset.
Excellent.
Suggest leaving.
Well, everything despawned. Yeah, it just reset.
leaving the wizards or the wizards and mages on a process so that they can be already targeted to cast those spells.
Yep.
Yeah, but their burst might be better for the ads. If a nuke lands and it does 40% of the mob's damage or health.
Are we good to zone in?
Yes.
Yeah, you can go in now.
I guess we could treat them like the what's it, gremlins, basically, is what we're gonna do.
In a sense, but a little bit more focused.
I would put ad tanks and whoever's going to DPS the ads, leave them where we killed the orc at the beginning. Leave them in that tunnel so that they pick
just
up
plug
the
the
ads
hole.
as they're plug the hole. Get the ads as they're coming in. Don't let them pass you to get to where the healer's cubby is.
Yeah, we're going to use the 300 strat on this.
AE res incoming.
Thank you.
I got that reference.
So we're gonna need shields for all those arrows.
Fight in the shade.
This is Sparta.
This has some resemblances to Sparta.
Happy, I'm gonna need another res. I couldn't click it in time. It was zoning me out.
No problem.
Like an old school telephone.
Careful you don't aggro. Don't go around the corner.
Only Wolfgar would have that phone.
Has like the curly Q cord that stretches 80 feet.
Those are the good old days.
My sister used to carry that thing all the way into the den with that long ass cord.
Let the rogues drag corpses, so just make sure you stay out of line of sight.
That's the ring on my cell phone.
I'm gonna duck mine, Milo.
Thank you, Mela.
I don't see any corpses in front or behind them. So.
Most of them are over here.
Well, at least I know my unbuffed hit points now.
Me too. Well, no, you can't. The banner's incorrect.
Oh, the banner is very correct. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, if you have zoned through, please reshrink. So, strategy update for this one. The first part of it is going to remain the same, and that is burning down the named. However, I am going to ask you to focus on positioning of everybody during that first part. First of all, the healers and or priests over should be remaining in this general area, in this little cubby in which we find our banner and most of us, whereas the tank will be the only one on the south side of the named, and the rest of the raid will be on the north side of the named for Urfloxus. When the ads come, as they are coming in, we are going to have a main assist. You can use an AE, you can use a beam, you can use a hail. That is perfectly fine. Please do not damage them until they have arrived at the raid. It is every warrior that is not currently tanking the named, every paladin and every Shadow Knight's responsibility to pick up a mob. All you got to do is pick up a mob. Use your cycle through target hotkey, whatever that cycle through NPC hotkey is for you. Use that hotkey to cycle through and find a mob that does not have a warrior, Shadow Knight, or paladin on it, and press that taunt button until it works. It'll be the raid's responsibility to cycle through and get those mobs DEAND. I am going to ask that no matter what is going on, Bubba, Dami, let's see, Bubba, Dami, Serene and Clandestine, you remain on the named the entire time, even during the ads. Yes, your backstabs would be beneficial for those ads. Well, let me back off on that. For a process, that's when our rogues and berserker are going to remain on the named. Also, necros, I would like to keep your dots stacked on the named, even if you're sending pets to the ads. As for the rest, we are all going to focus on making those ads dead. For the Urfloxus part of the event, ad killing is going to be everybody's priority. For the Aprosis part, killing ads is everybody's priority except for the Berserker, Rogues, and make sure Necrodots remain on the named. Everybody else will be focused on making those ads dead. I think it would be a good idea to go ahead and have a knight at the healers, just making sure that any that make it through, not that any should, but any make it through, end up getting picked up and brought back to the raid where they belong.
Can I volunteer there?
100%. That's an excellent idea.
Because I can't heal if I'm running him around chasing.
That is perfectly fair and an excellent idea. I think if we handle the ads with this way, we're going to be alright and be able to make it through this. I realize that we don't have, most of us do not have Intensity of the Resolute this round, so we're probably getting an additional round of ads, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue the way we're handling it. I do believe we do. I think we have enough room to get Rallus and Rallus, as well as Rallus and Rallus, in the raid.
That parse I just linked was just the orc. 45k for the raid. That's nice, people.
That is impressive. Impressive. Excellent. All right, as we finish up our buffs, please make sure you got everything you need. It's almost time to get this party started.
Nev and Group 10, when you show up, I will have skin for you.
Oh, I've got skin, sir.
Okay.
Very
Thank you.
good. What am I missing? Oh, Earth. Ranger Earth. That's what I'm missing. Let's see. I think I have all of my other buffs.
Don't forget to shrink.
Oh yeah. Be thou shrunk. Let's get a mana check, please. Nice.
Anyone want to drop a box for Chelsea?
I'll volunteer an unflagged inmate.
Josie is not coming. Sorry, we're still in a group.
Okay,
She goes back to work tomorrow.
all good.
Coffee that.
Don't forget your auras.
Alright, is anybody not ready to get this party started? Let me put up a new tank order for the named. Dirklin Pummel. Rallis. Zraxt. Gerp. Lizard Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, what did I forget? Ah, Wolfgar. That's who it was. Let's put Wolfgar right here. Alright, Dirklin, you are going to be first on Urfloxus this time. Lucky you.
I don't have Fort up, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
You should probably be okay-ish.
I think so.
Ish. We'll just DA you. Oh, wait, that doesn't.
That would be one way of doing it. Probably the wrong way of doing it.
I can get a couple tanks up here on that list. Alright. Good. Got my tanks up here, got Dirklin ready. Alright, is anybody not ready to get this going? Lovely. Dirklin, the show is yours, friend. Lead us to victory.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1.
Give him a chance to build aggro. Heals into Dirklin.
Other side, Dirk.
Everybody move to the north side. Dirklin, let's turn him to where he's facing the south side. All DPS on the north side of him, please. Let's engage. Take it down as quick as you can. As a reminder, when the ads pop, every warrior that is not tanking, every Shadow Knight, and every Paladin, it's your responsibility to cycle through the targets and make sure that a warrior, Paladin, or Shadow Knight is the one on target. Do what it takes. Everybody this round will be switching to ads. Everybody. Nobody will remain on this named. Everybody will kill the ads.
Clerics, if you've got MGB CR up, kind of space it out. Vim's is going to go first, and then call it if you use it, because we're going to need those when the ads come.
Confirmed. Good call.
About 80 seconds in.
Tanks in position.
100 seconds. Add soon.
Tanks in position. Ads have spawned.
Ads
Are
up.
up.
Everybody should be killing ads. Everybody. No DPS to named. Only one hitting name should be Dirklin. Three ads left. Get them done. Get that deeps back on the named. One more mob. Get it dead. There you go. Deep that named. Go deep. See if we can get it dead before we get another round of ads. I don't think we can, but let's try. Going forward, Rogues and Berserker remain unnamed no matter what. Going forward. Everybody else on ads. Move south. Move south. Tanks remain in hall. Move south.
Process is incoming.
Tanks remain in hall.
Ads up.
Tanks remain in hall. Pick up ads. We need somebody to pull a process in to the corner.
It's coming.
Do you want me to stay on him or next we're tanking?
I got him.
Raid kill ads. Raid kill ads. We got an ad at the healers. Ad at the healers.
Silence in the corner.
Sorry, Crag's taken. He's got it.
Okay, clerics,
got
can you
it.
all get your wards down, please? Exquisite benediction.
Please, please.
Get the ads dead. Rogues and Berserkers should remain
Not enough
unnamed.
fire.
Healers are silenced.
Macros, stack those dots on, please. Tanks, go back to the hall. Tanks in the hall. Prepare to
Dirk,
pick
you
up
want me to
ads.
take it?
I seem to be doing okay.
All right, let me know.
Stay focused, friends. We might get ads soon.
Casters, don't forget you can stand back. Blinded silence is 100 distance AE. Adds up.
All right, tanks, pick them up. Raid, switch to ads.
Freezing, freezing.
Phrasing. Raid kill ads.
Not enough frozen.
Not enough.
Bye, Blade.
Come on, let that darkness wear off. There we go. Good, we got 2 more. Let's get that deeps back on that named. We got 1 more mob. Let's get it to 73. If we can get to 73, we will only get 2 more waves of ads. 1 around 40 and 1 around 10.
Fire.
Beavis. Fail. But good job in getting up Roses to 70. Now, ads are timed, so I want you to listen up. What we're going to do is, once the ads spawn, stop all DPS unnamed. Ads spawn, stop all DPS unnamed, handle ads the same way we have been. That includes rogues and berserker. We don't even need to keep the dots on the named. We can, but it's not required. The idea is to spawn the ads, stop the DPS, kill the ads, and then continue. We're going to do this very methodically.
Kirkland needs a DI, please.
Incoming.
Fire.
Beavis.
Yeah, fire, plenty of fire on that one.
Success.
Fire's probably not going to be an issue.
Silent. Tanks to the hall. Tanks to the hall. Raiding party of 5. Thank you for joining. Welcome aboard, friends. Be ready to pick up ads.
I guess this guy rampages, or
Correct. DPS remain unnamed. As soon as the ads spawn, we're switching over to those ads.
30%, I think.
Yep.
Magic.
Looks like Magic was a success also. Good job. Ads any moment. Ads are up. DPS off.
Ads up.
DPS off. Switch to ads. I'm going to go over and check on these healers. Make sure they don't have any ads spawning there. Sometimes ads can warp through. Not seeing anything of major concern here. Oh, there's an ad. I'll make sure to pick it up so that that tank doesn't have to handle it.
There's a name on Darkling.
I got it.
Dramry.
Magic,
failed.
Good job.
Make-
Resume DPS. It's
I got booted from the zone. Need another MA.
10% gets the next ads. We're going to switch to them. I know we don't have to. We're going to. But all we're doing is DPS until the ads spawn. I need the tanks back in the hallway, please. Tanks back to the hall.
Makes you feel better. I was out of mana.
Tanks be ready to pick them up. We are not burning a process. We are killing ads. As soon as they spawn, we break off. We kill these ads.
Call the Wild and Dremery.
Good. Could get ads any time, especially around 10%. Focus. Ads are up. DPS off. DPS off. Pick up the ads and get them dead. All DPS to ads.
Cold nukes.
Freezing.
Some ads just ran by.
Let's pick them up, friends. All DPS, even rogues and berserkers, on these ads. Where the hell did that mob go? Oh, there you are. Hello. I can kill you. I'm killing it off on the side. Kill name to win.
Yeah, that was on me. Sorry.
Kill
Twitch
named.
there. But...
Kill named. Kill named.
Healer silence.
Win.
Nice.
Fuck that
Well
guy.
done, team. Well done. Congratulations.
Anybody else get booted to Kata right at the end there?
Nope, it was just you. It picks one random player and punts them out.
Oh.
You happen to be the
Lucky
lucky
me.
one.
Yep. Yeah, it's super fun when the main tank's part gets punted. Gotta manage that while you're tanking.
Chest is up here.
Excellent job, everybody. You're welcome to move up. Please do not move, or I should say, do not open the chest till everybody's in range.
I think everyone's been rezzed.
Let's move on up to the chest. Moving up. Where the
Did you
big
get Dremery's other corpse?
Big swirly.
Great job on
Yep.
keeping everybody up, by the way. That was really good.
That worked out very well. I'm very glad that we did this. It worked out.
Apparently, I could disarm the chest.
Yeah, it doesn't have a trap. Let's check out our loot, friends. Ooh. Ah.
How are we going to be handling the bags?
Those are for the ring.
Exactly. There's like 5 levels or 3 or 4 levels.
I would assume the same as the Charm of Lore.
Alright, listen up. There are a couple of things to be mentioned before we do loot. First of all, there was a bit of, well, for the easier part, the corrupted drop of focused sunlight. That is for the upgrade, the raid upgrades to your ring that you have been getting to flag you for Solteris. If you, it is going to be treated the same way as we did the Charm of Lore, the same way we did Bic, and the same way we probably did other things maybe we didn't. Either way, whoever wins this gets put on, quote, the list. Those people are going to be given first loot rights going forward. You only need to pay for it once, but you will likely have to pay a lot. We do not guarantee at any time that you will get all of them. We simply guarantee you a spot. Also, there has been a bit of outcry with regard to the way the tiny phosphine and other phosphine clusters have been awarded. Based upon that, we have decided that we will award the phosphine clusters as a loot item. The other concern with regard to that was that boxes will be able to, with the other system, boxes were going to be able to outbid, and thereby somehow, but that will no longer be an issue. So that being said, the tiny phosphine cluster is going to be considered a loot item of its own, and the corrupted drop of focused sunlight will be the first item in the list. Are there any questions before we start loot?
What do you mean when you say loot item?
Similarly to the neck item that dropped, it will be awarded by whoever bids the most amount of DKP.
And then they'll crack it open and get, what, 100, right?
Correct.
Correct.
For
Gotcha.
the tiny clusters, it's 100, yes.
Other clusters are worth different amounts. It's going to be awarded as a loot item. Thank you for your patience. Let's go ahead and get it started. How much DKP do I have?
Tama at 77. Lizardman at 80. Arya at 80. Skyfall and Tama. Tama and Lizardman. There's two of them, guys. My apologies. Highest two. Crashing and Arya. Crashing and Tama. Crashing and Shadow Killer. Shadow Killer and Lizard. Tama. Oh, there you go. Lizardman and Shadow Killer. Tama and Lizard. Tama and Shadow. Lizard and Tama. Lizard and Tama going once. Going twice.
Tama, that's all he has.
Shadow and Lizardman.
There it is.
Shadow
I
and
bid
Tama
everything I
conspiring
had.
like sisters.
Could have matched me at 115.
No, I need to be ahead of you.
Shadow and
there's
Tama going once. Conspiring duo going twice. Like check, please. This reminds me of Demi playing. Grazie too.
Whoa, whoa. Putting the numbers in now.
Yes, a new cheerleader.
Damn, Shadow's like over
Thank you
here
very
DKP
much.
dumping. What's up?
Getting the good loot.
There's actually upgrades for him. Finally, he's bidding on stuff. Shadow Killer at 77. Arya at 78.
Upgrade for
Shadow at 79.
Oh, I just noticed the voice of video games has followed. Thank you very much for the follow. Glad to have you aboard.
35% beneficial buff focus or durations.
Oh yeah.
Works for heal over time too, I believe.
Aria at 85. Aria at 85. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please.
The earring.
Did I not link it?
You did. Underneath
That's
the light
Aria.
checks.
I have Ariana at 100. FA at 150. FA at 150. Up. Ariana at 200. Mr.
Damn it.
Heal blocking everybody.
There it is.
Oh.
Mr. Heal at 50. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please. Congrats, Mr. Heal.
Yeah, Shadow, I got 40 something of them on me.
It's crashing and Tommy. I have crashing as the first 50.
Thank you. I got one. Thanks, Cody.
I missed it. Are we bidding the clusters?
Correct,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. I see a bit of 2 out there, so I have the Dami and Crashin is the highest 2. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please. Gratas.
We stepped to the portal on this one right here, right? To go to the next one?
Correct.
So is this the first island is clear now?
Yes, if we come back in on at all, we will. Yes, that's exactly what will happen.
That's not a portal. Don't stand in it.
Yeah.
You were hit for non-melee for 99,780 damage.
What?
Stand in that red beam right there and see what happens.
Yeah,
It beams you up.
I would advise not.
It's like, here, hold this electrical cord. Stick his thumb on the end of
I
it.
thought the portal was this thing that's spinning around.
Go ahead and
five
grab
ways.
this spinning around thing, please. Come join me.
Went the wrong direction, that's all.
Oh,
Doesn't have that bad.
Come join me
head
up
south.
the spinning around thing. Go ahead and click it and come on up here. I've got some mobs up here that are hanging out with me.
I'm just
Do it,
glad my
Nev.
ults were
Do
not
it.
on auto follow.
Oh, did Craig step in it?
Craig couldn't let me go by myself.
Craig's not on comms.
So if
So, no,
I say
I accidentally killed Greg.
if you have died in the beam, I can't guarantee that we can get your corpse back, but we might be able to.
I got him.
Everybody, good. Everybody up here, just hold tight. Let's pack it in a little bit so we're not aggroing mobs we don't need to, and start pulling mobs into here. The next event is Rearguard Captain Balreth. This is my favorite and least favorite event in the zone.
Balance for days.
That means it's my favorite and least favorite too, Lizard.
Yeah.
So we should be able to do this in our sleep.
Curing Gerp.
Thank
so
you.
How did you click on this thing?
The spinning thing.
Oh,
Not the fire thing.
Heal through and watch for cures.
Curing Gerp.
GT needs a cure.
Curing.
One thing I will say about this expansion is the weapons actually are cool looking.
Yeah, they are. If they actually drop.
I mean, they look
We'll
better
never
than the
know.
Skullgrill I have.
No, they all have like some kind of sunlight energy coming off of them.
Yep.
And the design on them is pretty cool too.
Gotta go AFK for a couple minutes, and then I gotta go off comms for I don't know how long. I'll still be on, but just off comms.
You got it, man. No problem.
We're going across the bridge, Zen.
I don't know where Barrelless Corpse is.
Alright, thank you. I was about to ask.
Which cleric has rank 3 symbol?
I think Mr. Hill does. Barrelith was on the other side of the spinning key thing when I was
died
out
in
there.
some fire somehow.
You stepped
I'll
in a
probably
beam
have
of
his
sunlight
in.
instead of stepping up.
Instead of stepping in the thing that looked like a satellite, you stepped in the sunbeam.
Oops.
I heard it's better to burn out than fade away, but I'm thinking not.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and use the banner since it's still down there. I'll get her.
This golden pool of light almost killed me, so.
We can move up to the bridge.
Just stay here and keep pulling across the bridge. There's a lot of trash on the other side too.
Ash just died sitting on the bridge.
Let's go ahead and move up to the base of the bridge and continue to pull from all sides for there. Move up to the bridge. Do not move onto the bridge.
It's a cool looking fire pit.
Whoa, run over.
Oozes.
Yeah, I remember how pissed off mages were when this expansion came out.
Hey, this has a DS, I think, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Mage is pissed off because of the bard DPS or something else?
We were the mage community as a whole was in an uproar because we didn't get the new elementals as the pet graphics.
So the oozes have the damage shield, and the fire elementals exploded when it died. Just keep an eye out, y'all.
It's also emoting. It called for help. It became more powerful, and then it called for help.
Oof.
Something to keep in mind.
So I learned a trick about the pools of sunlight. You can put your Divine Fetters a row in your main hand and use your offhand still if you have the AA, and you won't take damage from the DS.
Correct. Just like the event in Ashengate.
Can I borrow a bard for bard speed? These mobs are fast.
Who's that, Quave?
Sanrio.
Because he was pulling.
Click this spinny thing here.
Do not follow your friendly neighborhood lizard man. I'm doing something else.
Wow, that sucked. I stunned the damn thing and it just about killed me.
That sounds about right.
It's a spider behind us.
Spider. 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 Spider tank. Spider tank. Lizard man is spider tank.
Careful, that's several.
Oh boy. Ever burning flame needs to be tanked away from the raid. It explodes. Blazing elemental.
The one sitting in the middle of the raid?
Get that one.
It explodes.
Blazing Elemental. Somebody tanking it. Move it.
Ash died again in the raid.
Fab down.
There you go.
Thanks, Clive.
Can I have a
Goes-
heal,
goes to
please?
Q. And we let him die. Res the dead. Lannies, thank you
Don't
for
forget,
the
the fire
subscribe.
pets have to be tanked
Much
outside of
appreciated.
raid, and the oozes have to be ranged, unless you
Incoming.
have ambidextery. Then you could hit them with damage main hand. Get this outside of raid. Save Olgar. That's a druid. It's not
He
a
did
tank.
nothing to me.
Went straight for you though.
He was admiring your posterior.
Let's move.
I think he just wanted to compare
We
something.
have gargoyles.
Ash needs a cure.
On it.
You shall have it.
Thank you.
Done already.
I hate the trash in the zone.
It is serious. When this dies,
There's a spider close.
when this dies, and anything else we might aggro, then we will move to the other side of the bridge, just to the bottom, not far. We got a warrior and a mesmerizer. Let's get the mez dead, and then we'll move to the other side of the bridge. Don't move too far on the other side, just holding here at the base. Do not follow Lizardman. I'm doing other weird things.
Do you want me to keep pulling?
Please do. So for those of you watching on the stream, that mob up there, Rearguard Balrith,
We are on the east side of the bridge, everybody.
is our next target. Rearguard Belreth is a very interesting mob. This is one of the more difficult events, in my opinion, in this zone. I say that because once we take it, we have to take it all the way down to 20%. Once we take it down to 20, it splits into two. Once we have to balance both of those down to 20, and then they split into 4. You have to balance all 4 of those down, they split into 8. We have to balance all 8 of those down, and they split into 16, and then we can kill them. We do not need to balance the 16. But if we, at any point in time, fail
Vims is down.
in
Where's our
that
knights?
balancing, we
I think
wipe.
Quay's pulling, right? But we have other knights.
And that's within 5%
pull
difference.
No. Queb's sitting here in the middle trying to pick up mobs.
It's only a 5% variance that we're allowed to have, so it's a very serious fight. On top of that, there's an AE that goes out 6,000 damage constantly, and there is a whatchamacallit, knockback that ends up happening, and additional ads that end up spawning. So it is a very difficult fight, And I don't think we're going to be able to win it tonight, honestly. I really don't. I do
Did we
want
kill
to
this
start
outsider
getting,
raid?
Yes.
I do want to start getting the
Ralph's
raid crew
housing?
familiar with this aspect and this raid, but you are correct, Lannies. It is insane. It is a complex event that has more mechanics
I have the
than
other?
it probably should. Keep Q healed.
That's your cue.
Haha.
Is that directional? Because I didn't take any damage there.
Don't know. It might also just be specifically named ones. I don't know the difference. But I know some of them do. So it's safer to go that route for now until we figure it out. The pools, or ooze looking like mobs, have a damage shield. Most of them do. And the other ones have an explodey effect.
Okay, I was getting hit hard. I DA'd, so help out. I'm not sure what's happening here.
We're murdering ourselves getting hit by a pool. There we go.
I wasn't attacking, I was just taking the damage.
Do we need to clear that platform in front of us?
No, but
At the pool.
I don't think it hurts. Nah, let's just leave it. There's no possible way anybody's going to run the wrong direction and pull a bunch of those on us when we're trying to fight a 16 mob event.
Oh yeah, watch this. Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, one of them kind of looks like he might be a name. He's got capital letters.
Yeah.
But looking him up on Alakazam, he doesn't drop anything, so I don't know.
They don't. We had a couple of those so far. Are there
Okay,
any?
then it's clear.
Excellent. Let's move southeast. We are heading towards this set of stairs. You can move up the stairs, just don't move far. You're gonna see big rock mob, and not a lobster. So, Rear Guard Captain Balrith. This is an event that, whether we win this on our first time or we win this much later, either way you will remember this event, whether you want to or not. This event is a complicated one, though not complicated at all. This is the Splitter Mob. So, what happens is, first of all, I'll deal with the splits. This named, once we take him down to 20% and 20% only, this is a control fight, he will split into two. Once we take both of those down to 20%, they will split into 4. Once we take all 4 down to 20%, they'll split into 8. Once we take all 8 down to 20%, they'll split into 16. Then we can kill it and win the event. Oh, but that's not all. If at any point in time, I mean any point in time, during the 1, 2, 4, or 8 part, we get more than 5% difference between them, we wipe. That is the complete sentence, period, we wipe. For every player in zone, 2 5k flurrying mobs will spawn on us that run at bard speed and will kill us. And that's a 5% variance. If we have one at 31 and one at 25, we wipe. Even if all of them are at 31, or all of them but that one, and all are at 20, it does not matter. A single 5% variance equals wipe. This means you cannot use dots on this fight. You cannot use swarm pets on this fight. If you
that
thought,
extended target window only has 5 slots.
yes. So, If you thought that was the end, you are also incorrect, because there are additional things during this fight that suck. Next thing to mention is, during this fight, there will be additional mobs that spawn. Conversions of ash and conversions of flame. Those also have to be killed throughout the fight. If you thought that was the end, you're also incorrect, because in addition, every minute and 40 seconds, we get a 6,000 hit point damage on everybody in the entire room. It
In the
is
zone.
technically resistible, but you're probably not going to resist it. And it has a little bit of a knockback component, if I recall correctly. So, while we're very carefully splitting these all, we're going to get knocked around and take some significant damage, as well as have convergences up. So, fortunately, that is the entire event. This is a fun one. This means we are going to need 8 tanks. In all honesty, I'm expecting us to not necessarily get to 8 the very first time we see it, but yeah. Quev, yes, they do hit slightly less difficult the more they split. They actually start out, the first named actually starts out hitting like 6,500s, if I recall correctly. And as I never wrote that part down, whereas the last ones end up hitting like 3,000 to 800 to 3,000. But it still needs to be handled. That's correct, Shadow Killer. The 16 splits do not have to be balanced. We can kill them and be okay-ish.
The notes on Rasper say the dervishes do not have a lot of HP, but they have big AE damage.
Yes. So, that being said, we are going to use our casters to split off and get them dead quickly. Other than that, are there any questions as to the mechanics of the event?
Let's try to be careful with the crits.
Yeah. Again, please do not use dots, do not use swarms. I know that's a good portion of some DPS, but it's just not worth the trouble.
This isn't a DPS fight.
This, yeah, absolutely correct. This is a control focus. We need to take them down 5% at a time, being real cautious what we're doing. The first couple of rounds aren't going to be as big of a deal, but as we start getting more, and especially when we get to the 8, it's going to be a thing. We currently have 7 warriors in raid, and we have I'm trying to think who of our knights. I'm wondering who is the best geared.
Kovian, probably.
I'm thinking Itkovian is probably the best geared of our knights.
Between him and Budweiser.
Yeah. So let's do this. Buds, if we get to the 8 split, I want you to find out which one. I know this is a thing, but find out which one is not being tanked by a warrior, and I want you to pick up that one and survive as long as you can. Itkovian, I want you as a backup for whatever the F is going on.
Okay. This is around the 8th one?
For the 8th round. Warriors should be able to handle the 1, the 2 split, and the 4 split. Yeah, pretty much crashing. For the 16, it's going to be an AE taunt, fortitude, holy crap, what the hell do we do? Sort of situation. Chaos fight.
Hey, do we know where they come out when they split, or do they just split from him?
They split from him, from what I remember. Let me check our tank list.
Back in the day, I remember that's how we won. Is all the warriors just took turn doing AE taunt and rampage and vortex blade and all that, and just writing out furious.
So, Pummel, you are going to be tanking the single one. Pummel and Rallus, you are going to be tanking the splits. Pummel, Rallus, Zraxt, and Wolfgar, you're going to be tanking the split. And then everybody's going to be tanking the 8.
All 8 skate. Like it.
I typed that up because Dirklin is currently not on comms.
I've got some, Kenor.
Please check your auras and make sure you're topped up and ready to go.
Any particular spot better for him to be tanked at?
Not that I recall. Honestly, we just tanked. Well, we always tanked him pretty much where he is, and just kind of spread the love out between the 2 pillars. As for assist, once we get the convergences of fire and let me look at my notes. Fire and light, is it? Ash and flame. Once we get the conversions of ash and flame, we are going to need to get those dead, especially using our casters on that. Shadow Knights, if you would be so kind as to get those aggroed as quickly as you can. They are going to be spawning sporadically throughout the event, and I do not recall specifically where they spawn.
So for some reason, this is what I'm recalling, is we tanked the boss over where he's at. The casters and healers stood on the bridge. You had a couple knights up there with them to pick up the ads, because I want to say they came from this side.
I'm thinking so also, so let's go ahead and do that route. So casters, again, you're going to be charged with assisting, let's say, our Shadow Knights, who are going to be picking up those ads and killing those as quick as you can. The convergence of Ash and Flame. Please call out once you see them and once you have them aggroed, so that our casters can assist you. Is there anything else that we need to go over before we get this started?
I think everything. Just need to try it and see.
Do you remember if they're named differently when they split?
They are not.
So there'll be 2 of the same name after.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have different numbers correlated to them, though. So you can't make a hotkey with that name. You do 00, 01, 02, 03, all the way up to 75,000, whatever it's supposed to.
Yeah.
99.
You absolutely could. So, another thing that was mentioned, I think it would be beneficial to go ahead and call out the percentages. I agree. So, I'll go ahead and call it out, taking them to 95, taking them 90 to 90, and so on. We need to balance them down. The first one, obviously, we only are taking to 20 because there's only one mob. I'll call them out, and we shall see.
So you should probably do that, Liz. Have each tank that's tanking, which the first 4 at least, do the hotkeys.
Well, with the mobs, we could do that. I think that's not really going to matter until we get to the 8 split. But
yeah, just have everybody do that. That way, Bud's got his target right away. That way, none of them are just running around.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. So, if that makes sense, for our tanks, I'll go ahead and type this out.
All the way up to 0.7 for the first 8.
You have to take into account what Milo said.
I'm typing it out right now. Give me a moment. This is for the 8 split when it comes time. Let's see. Oh, 9. No, you do not need the parenthesis quotation marks. Rex, Wolfgar, Gerp, Okay. So, with that hotkey made, you should be able to press that and know which one is actually yours on the 8 split. This is for the 8 split only. That way, everybody can just press that, press their appropriate hotkey, and taunt their mob, and keep on a-tanking.
I don't remember which button is the one to underline things like that. Low slash.
That is shift, the one to the left of the plus sign.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That's underscore.
Underscore.
Isn't the first one up right now 00, not 01?
Correct.
Yep.
Then the 8 split will be 7 to 14, not 8 to 15.
You are correct. So
You can make it easier, just swap Budweiser from 15 to 7.
I'm good with that. Buds, if you'd be so kind as to take number 7 on that instead of 15. That would be 07.
No, that's correct. It would be 8. 8 would be the first one.
Well, no, the first one's 0-0.
Nope.
So once he
Oh
splits
yeah,
into
you're right. Okay, that's right.
So do you want me to set up a backup at doing it 15?
Oh yeah, do a backup for 8.
Yeah, that's what I originally set up.
Do one line with 8 and one line with 15.
Yeah.
And if you're tanking on multiple waves, do target 01, 03, and 07 on 3 separate lines.
Wait, hold on. This is conversation in Go Chat actually makes a little sense. If the mob doesn't despawn, then 0-0 never technically goes away until we kill it at the very end.
Which is why the numbers keep going up.
Correct.
Oh, you're saying, so if it splits, it might be 0, 0, and 0, 1. as
Correct.
2 mobs.
And then the second split, it will still have 0-0 and 0-1 and just add 0-2 and 0-3.
We're about to find out, aren't we?
We'll have 0, 8, and 15 set up.
If you have your hotkey made, it will be very easy to change the number. So what's going to happen is once he splits into 2, we'll know because we'll guard Balreth 02 will either be up or not, and we'll be able to test it that way. But we can't test it right now. So the important thing is, tanks, if you make the hotkey that we mentioned, it's going to be easier to make the adjustment.
So if it's the shitty way that we were just thinking about, then the splits we're looking at is only going to be 0-0 through 07.
Mm-hmm. And the otherwise, I will let you know if you need to change your hotkey or not. One last thing before we get this started, because we need to get our happy butts moving, is I will be calling out those percentages, so please do not over DPS. This is not a burn fight. This is a control fight. Is anybody not ready to make this happen? Pummel, you are going to be the first tank. Are you ready to do this?
Affirmative.
Lovely. I am also going to ask that you lead the charge, if you would be so kind.
As they split 2, don't they get less hit points?
Yeah. It's going to be
Definitely got to watch your spells.
All right, friends.
3, 2, 1.
Follow him in. Follow him in.
Infusion won't be bad if you're not with the bard.
Heals to Pummel. We can take him down to 20, but no lower than 20. Do not burn. 20 only. The event bugs if we accidentally kill it.
So when this thing starts splitting, probably no bellows.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I actually bugged this on a monk with max burn on live at level 105. Pummel and Rallus will take the next 2. Prepare for an AE damage. They're up. Tank them. Pummel and Rallus.
I didn't see a 0-1.
Pummel and Rallus. Heals
0, 0, and 0, 1.
Copy that. So, tanks, I need you to adjust your hotkey -7. Whatever your number is, -7. So if
Except Budweiser, stay at 7.
Everybody -7. Budweiser should be 0-0. If he
Got to put 0-4 because I was 11, so it'd be 0-4 or just 4.
Correct, 0-4. Balancing to 85. To 80. Heal through the AE. Focus. Taking it to 80, 75.
We need more heals on Rawls, please.
Adds up behind, and one by them.
Casters, take out the ads. Melee, remain unnamed. 75, 70, 70, 65. We're switching them up. Careful. There we go. 65. 60.
Apparently the ads don't pull themselves. We gotta pull them.
That's correct. Shadow Knight should be pulling them. 55%. Watch the balance. We're 2% off. Careful. 50%. Switch up that deeps. 45. I got his DI.
So am I picking one up this time on this split?
On this split, it's going to be Pummel, Relish, Zraxt, and Wolfgar. 40%, 40%.
Copy.
Marley's dead, and
I'll divine res you. Give me a second.
I'm not sure where I'm at. I kind of got
Close
thrown
rounds.
around.
You might have got thrown to the sunlight.
Whoa, watch
beam.
that balance. Careful. 25%.
I gotcha.
Careful, friends. Whoa, we're about to wipe.
Off to 21.
Exit. There we go.
I would say if you're on one that's low, just turn off
Listen
attack.
up.
don't start it.
We got 4. Pummel, Relish, Zraxt, and Wolfgar. Everybody to 95 only. Do not go below 95.
These are labeled 2, 3, 4, and 5. Careful.
Ads.
95 only.
Yeah, my number 1 didn't work.
Copy that. Whoa, okay, 90.
Casters on ads.
90.
Clerics, feel free to drop your totems.
I'm seeing one at 88. 87, come on, people. Take it to 85. 85 only.
See one at 83.
Come on, man. You gotta
82.
You gotta do better
Ooh,
than
that
this.
was too close.
Stop DPS. Hold all
Pay
DPS.
attention.
Hold. Get them all to 81. 81. 80. 77. 77.
There's a 75.
73.
See, casters probably shouldn't even be nuking.
Or I'm not.
Let's let the melee do this.
73. There we go. 70. There we are. 70. 65. Gotta go slow. This is not a burn.
Difference.
60. Casters should be focusing on the ads. 60 only. Do not go below 60. There's one at 63.
It's in with the named.
Hold at 60. 55. 55. 50. 50. only. 45. There's the AE. Fix the balance. 45. Hold at 45. Hold at 45.
If you're not standing in front of the bridge, you might want to move.
that
That
42?
knockback will knock people into the beams.
Someone's taking that one down too far.
41. I need you guys to focus. We are going to wipe if we don't. This is going to get a lot worse. 35.
Liz, for the next phase, 1 DPS, 1 tank on each mob.
Yeah, I agree. Whoa, hold. Get it to 31.
Pick who you want for DPSs on each one.
Stop on the 29. Everybody to
There's
29.
an ad under the named. Grab it. Pull it over the bridge.
25. Stop at 25.
Was that 24?
Slowly bring them down, 1% at a time.
Dami's not
Here
even
it is.
attacking.
All right, this is the last balance. We got it, yo.
Oh,
Do we know who's picking these up?
Yeah, should be.
Numbers are 0, 1. Yeah, they're
Hotkey
all
didn't
over the
work.
place. 0, 1, and then 6 through 11.
That's weird.
It's, yeah, depending on what's up and how
I've got an
fast
ad
the
on
server
me.
gets to it.
95. 95 only.
Browse down.
95 only. We got one at 100. Switch your target.
There's one that's untanked. It's on Nitnoid.
Nitnoid down.
It's on the clerics.
Quev's picking it up.
I got it. That. Skyfall has it.
There's one at
Picked up
99
something.
and one at 95. Watch it.
Cycle through target.
There's one at 93.
Hold all DPS on the low ones. We need to get these balanced. Get them all to 95. Is any higher than 95? Talk to me.
I'm not seeing any higher than 95.
Get
One
it
is
to
at
90.
95.
90 only. 90 only.
Casters, we got an ad.
Wolfgar's dead.
90 only, friends.
Vims is dead.
See him 88.
Yeah, so if you're...
85. 85.
Wait, there's one at 90.
85.
Liz, have all the DPS just get off of them.
85.
Dami can bring these down so quick. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's... Let one person do it.
Assign me to a tank and I'll just stay with that one tank.
Just have all the tanks DPSing and Dami, you go through them.
We already have
and get them all the
instructions.
same.
Get them all to 85.
Kavian's that.
Get
Anyone
it to
have
80.
MGBCR up, please put it out.
80%.
I do.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
80%.
One's at 78.
Get them all to 80%. $80 only. Do not take it below 80. Good. We're taking it to 77. 77 only.
Clerics, if you get rezzed and don't have mana, If you've got any AAs up, pop them all. Otherwise, please just res people.
This one's at 74.
Take them all to 73. All to 73. 73 only.
Clerics, put your mana in raid chat and I'll pump you.
That's what she said.
You can do this. 73. Keep switching targets. 73. Keep switching targets. I'm seeing.
Now we can single-handedly bring all these down.
Then do it. 70. 70%. 70% only. Most DPS should be standing back.
I'm getting beat on.
70.
Should send some
Wolfguard,
DPS
get a
for
Brells,
the
please.
ads. There's one at 66.
68%. Take it to 68. All of them. 68. Take them to 65. 65. All to 65. You can do this. $65. Almost there. Good. 63. Get him to 63. Good. 60. 60%. 60.
This
58.
one at 59.
58. 58. You can do this. Keep on switching.
Marley's down.
Marley's down.
55. 55.
Divine res to
MGBCR.
Marley.
55. Did we get in it? There we go. All to 55 only. I see a 52. Stop that
Ads.
DPS. 55. Get it all to 52. Hold that 52. Hold the 52. Hold that. Get it to 50.
Got one at 55.
Stop DPSing the 48. Get it to 50. Dirklin, attack off. Get it to 40.
Not 40.
All 40.
They're all at 50?
All to 40. All to 40. You can do this.
Armag D8.
Oof, social regions out.
All to 35. All to 35.
Milo.
Blade res incoming.
I divine res Milo.
There's
All
ads
to
under the names.
32. 32.
Get this ad.
Get them all to 32.
Base of the bridge.
Get them all to 29.
Valera needs a res.
All to
Cafe down.
29. All to 25. All to 25.
There's one loose. It's on our mag.
Wolfguard needs a heal.
Somebody not tanking.
We're
Assist
almost
me.
there.
Get aggro. Thanks, Dad.
Armag's CA'd
All to
again.
20. All to 20. Success. Get him dead. AE taunts.
AE taunt, rampage, cyclone blade. Everybody pop your AEs.
Ross is down.
Aragon out.
Dots are good, right?
All dots. All go. Follow your assist. Get him dead.
CR is out.
Hefe needs a res.
Res went out to Budweiser.
Follow assist.
Get him dead.
First one's down.
Lizard
Lizard's
man's
down.
Come on,
keep
pop whatever
rezzing.
heals you got left. Get them all in
Somebody
there.
res.
You can do this, friends.
These don't have to be balanced.
Correct.
No.
Get him dead.
Just kill him.
Harm touch, whatever you got.
Gert down.
All right. Wallace has been resing, but I picked up GURPS. I need heals. Need buffs too. I got no buffs and res effects. MGB Braille's going out.
Very good. You got this, team. You got this.
Stay on target.
You freaking one-shot Johnson did. Congratulations, team.
I'm fucking
Sweet.
impressed.
Woohoo!
Good.
Great job.
Good job,
Balance
guys.
Masters, well done.
We are the balance masters.
That was sweet.
Holy fuck.
We almost balanced the 16 better than any of the others.
And how many times do we have to do that in English before we got it down?
A lot of.
So everyone res.
Almost. Blades right now.
My friends, I could not be more impressed. That was amazing. Awesome job. Well done. And we
That's
got our
good
first
scratch.
cultural and two-hand slasher berserker
Look
weapon.
at that. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Did I say berserker weapon? Because
Yes, you did.
Well, it says Shadow Knight on that.
Real quick, what does the small ones have? How many?
200.
200.
our first cultural, a nice two-hander, and a couple of 200s. Well done.
Aren't these 4?
These are 2.
The total of 400.
Yes,
There
for
are
a total of 4.
200 awards.
So the aura goes 100, 200, 400, 1,000.
One shot at that. That was amazing. Truly impressed.
Tiny, small, just phosphine cluster, large.
Super massive.
Also, so everybody's tracking, by beating this, we have unlocked the wrist, gloves, and feet slots. Wrists are 100 phosphines, gloves are 150, feet are 200.
Real quick, what is the sun shard for?
That's the trade skill crafted
Cultural Og.
Yeah, think of it as the last blood.
Devardian at 25.
Does it require a different device?
No, it's still the golden.
Devardian at Clandestine at 30. Clandestine at 30. Going once. Going twice.
Hefe, what does it do?
Hefe at 75.
Went big.
Yeah, that was
Hefe at
intense.
75. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please. Ooh, I have that after the light check on my end. Please confirm.
I do too.
Confirmed. A moment too late.
Congrats, Hefe. Bids on the Berserker Axe. I have Kobian at 100.
It is a sick looking axe.
Striking King at 105. Kobian at 115. Kobian Striking King at 120. Kobian at 124.
Silly SKs and Paladins think they're DPS.
Hit Kobian at 124. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please.
Get to the last
Congrats,
drop,
Kobian.
Kovian.
Right?
I was gonna bid that to start, and I was like, nah, I'll start at 100.
Those are some nice shoulders. Man, oh man.
Only up to 50 VIMs. If boxes are bidding on it and a main bids on it, mains can bid 50 and lock boxes out.
Certainly beat my shoulders. Almost beats it with the Bic still in it. That would sure be a nice one, but I'm not spending all my DKP on that. There are some other items I want slightly more.
Wolfgar at 85.
Out.
Drake and King at 95. Drunken King at 95. Going once. Going twice. Light check, please. Congrats, Drunken King.
That really was an intense fight.
Bids on the clusters. Highest two get it. I have Wolfgar and Clandestine. Wolfgar and Tremory. Wolfgar and Skay. Wolfgar was at 85. Skay's at 80. Wolfgar and Syncope.
Who will win them?
Wolfgar and Tremory.
Who will win them?
Wolfgar and Tremory going once. Wolfgar and Syncope. I have Wolfgar and Syncope steals the first 90.
Negative.
My apologies. Syncope and Quave. Syncope and Quave going once. Going twice. Leg check, please. Congrats, you two.
Nice. Congrats, that's awesome.
Indeed. Oh, my Lancer.
Wow, big ups, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That gets the Zrax stamp of approval on that one.
Ooh, Zach Drax approved. Nice.
So, I don't think that we're going to have time to do another event, but I would like to take a moment to help describe what's going to happen with that one. So at least you have somewhat of an idea of what we're going to be facing. As it's not one that we're probably going to be able to beat first round. It's a little bit more, well... So we start out with 4 Guardians. We can kill them, or we could not. Each one has certain things that it's strong to, and certain effects that it ends up putting on us. For example, there's the Guardian of the Fist. That's an orc that's immune to hand-to-hand. Spear is immune to piercing, staff, blunt, sword, slashing, etc. But each of these mobs ends up having a different effect. So, for example, the Guardian of the Fist ends up having a 5-second stun on the tank, whereas the Guardian of the Spear spawns adds and will do a 500 range, 1,000 per tick dot, as well as a snare and spell haste reduction. Another one has a mana drain. Another one does the spreading, creeping doom curse. And another one has a mana drain. And so on. Now, we could kill these, but with each one that we kill, the name that we have to fight after that powers up immensely. So, yes, we will need to keep all 4 of those either occupied, and we will likely need to choose one to kill. I'm thinking probably Guardian of the Sword. because he spawns the worst of the ads, has an 8-second stun, memblers, and drains mana. So probably going to... Oh, and has bat ads, kind of like Mayong. So killing Guardian of the Sword is probably the one that we're going to do. Once that's done, we will switch over to Astyr the Lunar Eclipse. That is a very heavy hitter mob that does a stun, blind, silence, snare, and attack speed reduction debuff on the tank. Fortunately, if we chain cure corruption on the tank, it's not as big of a deal. It will AE rampage later in the fight, so essentially we'll be off tanking and or fighting the Guardian of the Staff, Spear and Fist. Fist being the easiest, the Spear being probably the next worst, but I don't know, Staff and Spear are both pretty nasty. But I'm thinking the best way to go, and welcome to look through any walkthroughs or anything like that for Solteris event number 4. My success has always come from beating down the Guardian of the Sword, either off-tanking and or kiting the other mobs. The ads are mostly mezzable. The Drachnid ads are not mezzable, so killing those as quick as possible, and then trying to kill Astyr. If we do need to kill 2 of them, I would say that we kill the Guardian of the Spear, because the Fist and Staff have mezzable ads, and at least we can mez those, whereas the Drachnid Guardian of the Spear one has unmezzables. So first round strategy going into it, we're going to be looking at killing Guardian of the Sword, then taking out Astyr while handling the others. If need be, we'll kill Guardian of the Sword and Spear, and then Astyr. Astyr again, we have to chain cure on the tank, and it ends up getting a few AE rampage later on. The other thing to mention during that fight is that the named will start taking note of either fire-based or magic-based spells that are being used against it, which can be bad, because if it gets enough of that type of damage, it's going to do a massive AE. The named, once it gets down low hit points, is also going to start doing a 2000 per tick dot that has corruption counters on it. That's going to hit basically everybody. So at that point, burning it down for the win is the win. Again, I don't think it would be worth it to try to clear all the way to that, only to get just a look at the mob and die pretty quickly to the ads. So I'm going to say let's go ahead and call it here. The final attendance tick has been taken. For any additional questions or issues, feel free to let me know. Other than that, you did an amazing job tonight. Congratulations on beating Event 2 and Event 3 in Solteris, especially Event 3, this splitter one, the very first time we got to see it. Excellent job. Wrist, gloves, feet are unlocked, as are a host of power sources for those who have the raid armor. And that all being said, I do believe it was a very successful night, everybody. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and join me in mine. It's a pleasure to have you along. Tamarin,
So that armor, once you get it from the vendor, then you got to put a power source on it too?
Negative. You can add it. You can buy a power source that you can put in a power source slot, which will help to increase it.
Okay.
But Tamarin, thank you very much for the follow. It's good to have you along.
And that
Thanks
lasts
for joining the
temporary
team.
though. You got to keep buying it, right?
That's correct, but it drains very slowly. And
Well, the more gear you have,
I will see
the quicker it drains.
each
But the
one
raid
of
ones
you
drain slower than the group
on
ones.
Thursday night
Gotcha.
for likely going to be another.
Is that something that
gearing
can be
event,
vended,
but we
or
very well might come back
I
here
like
and hit
something you can get on the
Solteris
auction
events
house?
before. That's yet to be determined.
You can get
Either
some
way,
of them on the auction
have
house.
yourself a
Some of them
wonderful
you
night.
buy with
Thank you very much,
some
and
of
we will
the
see
spicy.
you